Well, hello, listeners. We got one hell of a show for you this week. We welcome the homeless golfer, Mike Sweeney, on the show.
He's also a hell of a bowler with multiple 300 games. He's an accomplished rapper and a closet Britney Spears fan.
Closet Britney Spears fan? I got no comment on that, but this was one hell of a show. You gotta listen. Next.
It's funny when you text
Mike, what's up, dude?
Awesome.
You hear us okay?
Yeah, everything sounds good. Can you hear me? Everything look all right? I know it's not that much light over here, but
yeah, no, we don't do
Very
video
good.
or anything. This is just going to be audio.
okay.
So yeah, all
Perfect.
good. We're not Golf Channel or
Awesome.
anything, you know.
Hey, they put on a good operation over there.
They do, man. Where are you right now?
I'm at my friend Des's house in my hometown in Connecticut, Enfield, Connecticut.
So you're in a home, not your car.
This is not a vehicle at the moment, which is I just got out of the vehicle. I was driving there, but
How's the Hyundai holding up?
well, it shit the bed about a week before the tournament that I Mondayed for in Alabama. So I actually got something new, and it made it all the way from Florida to here. So that's a good sign,
I love it. What are you driving now?
A CRV,
CRV.
Nice.
I love it, dude.
the
good.
classic mom vehicle. You love it.
Oh, I love it, man. Well, thanks for joining us, man. I don't even know where to begin. There's so much about you that we could probably do 2 hours on you. Really, we typically
I got all the time we need. So
we'll do. Yeah, we may go on for 2 hours, but let's start where it all began. Tell us how you got into the game and who got you into it.
yeah, my dad got me into it. Probably when I was 7, 8 years old. He brought me home like a set of like Snoopy golf clubs. There was like 3 clubs in it. Apparently he got it at a pro shop at a scramble tournament he played. That's the story he's told me since. And then he started bringing me to the driving range. And I think I probably got on the golf course probably around the age of 10 or 11. And then pretty much ever since then.
Were you good right out of the gate? Did you just kind of have a knack for it? When did you know you were good?
I feel like I thought I was good, especially for Connecticut standard of golf. Once I moved to Florida in 2018 and I saw how good everyone else was, I realized I wasn't any good and that I needed to get a lot better. So like I thought I was good in Connecticut. But like obviously I would say I was probably above average for whatever 10 to 15 year olds at that point in time.
Yeah.
When did you move to Florida?
2018, October.
So you would have been what, 20 or so?
I was 22 at that point. I'm 26
Okay.
now. I'll be 27 this month.
You call Florida home then?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah,
Been
that's
there for
where.
the last 4 years. So
Yeah, because you're down there and doing the minor league.
yeah, you got it. Yep.
Okay, and then I heard you got full exempt status on Can Tour this summer. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been here the last week. I actually just played TPC River Highlands because with the Canada status, you can go to the TPC courses. So
Sweet.
I'm flying out on Sunday to the first Canadian Tour event. So
That's awesome.
Nice.
And then where's that?
yeah, Victoria, Vancouver area over there, West Coast.
Is this going to be the first can event?
Yeah, you got it.
Awesome, man. How you feeling going into it?
Feel great. Feel like
Yeah.
I'm ball striking's at an all-time high. That's usually kind of my weakness. So I'm looking forward to it, looking to get out there.
Okay, cool. Are you a range guy?
I'll go to the range. I'll hit like 70, 80 balls, and then I'm hitting it good. I don't know what else to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a big chipping green guy. I love just hitting shots around the chipping green and learning just different shots. That's why I came back up here a week early, get used to the bent grass up here. I've been playing on Bermuda all winter. So
Right.
yeah.
You just sit at the chipping green and just take members' money, doing like up and ins or something.
I usually don't like putting a lot of money on the line because I've never really had any to bet. But I definitely like doing some little games of like 21 and stuff with my friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's how you get money, Mike. You just got to start schooling these guys, just $50 a pop and just,
Yeah.
you can walk away with 300 before the end of the day.
Yeah, I like to do it the traditional way, just like win on the mini tours, stuff like that.
I like it.
Good, clean money. I don't feel bad about beating anybody. Stuff like that.
Okay, what did you do with your first check? You got $33 for your first check. What'd you buy?
Who knows? Probably like Taco Bell or something.
Dinner.
Yeah, probably. I probably just stopped at Jersey Mike's or Taco Bell with that $33.
I love it. Well, he's Mike Sweeney. He is a professional golfer. He turned pro in 2018. He's 26. You're from Connecticut. And you became a pretty really cool story sensation. I guess you can call it viral, whatever you want to do. I think that's a little disrespectful because you're a professional golfer and you're doing what you love. You're doing what we want to do. I mean, when me and Mike were 26, we wanted to live in our car and play golf. It doesn't matter where we're at or how much money we're making. That's to us, that's living the dream. So kudos to you. But you talk to us about that Monday Q when you qualified for near your hometown.
Yeah. So, like I told you, my car kind of went off the rails like the week before that. So for that whole week, I'd been kind of hitching rides for my friends, and then my friend Peter Bradbeer, him and I drove up to that Monday together, like 11-hour drive up to Alabama, and then I don't think the round I played was all that impressive for the most part. Like I didn't make a whole lot of putts or anything. I mean, I hit a couple close, tapped a few in, little like 2 putt birdies on par five, stuff like that. And then I was 5 under with like 3 to play. I knew I needed a couple birdies. I missed a couple looks on 16, 17, and then I sent driver on 18. I was like, I'm gonna need at least birdie, maybe eagle to try to give myself any chance because that course was not difficult per se. Hit it in the front bunker. I couldn't see the bottom of the flag, but I hit a good bunker shot. Struck it well. It was probably coming out spinning, and then the guy Blake I was playing with said it went in, and then nice little eagle, finish at 7, and then sit around waiting for the playoff. So,
and you didn't know that you actually did need that eagle.
Nah, I'm not a big scoreboard guy. I mean, you always in these Mondays and in tournaments in general, you kind of have a good estimate of where the number is going to be. So I was like, this course is pretty easy. 6 might have a chance. Obviously, eagle to get to 7 would have been spectacular, and it just happened to happen. But turns out, yeah, we needed the hole out there for sure.
Okay, so you get into the Hometown Leaders Championship. First round, you shoot 69, feeling good.
Yeah, solid-ish. Definitely was a pretty poor putting display, but 1 under par is not a bad start for sure.
Yeah. And then round 273, you did miss the cut. Talk us through second round. Were you nervous? Were you thinking about the money possibly that you're like, hey, I make the cut, I'm going to make X amount of dollars?
I wasn't really thinking about the money because at that point, Ryan from Monday Q had already put my Venmo out there, and I'd been getting extremely gifted in that department. So
love it.
I mean, obviously, I was going out there with the intention of winning. Like I'm a professional golfer. Like I don't go to any event planning on doing anything other than winning. Regardless if it's Corn Ferry, Canada, PGA Tour, mini tours, state opens. It's just like that's the mindset you got to have. If you don't have that mindset. But yeah, I got off to a real bad start in the second round. I mean, I made a par on 1, and then I back-to-back 3 putts on 2, 3, and I was like, okay, dude, we gotta figure something out here. I snuck a couple birdies back in. I got back to even, and then I made a nice birdie on 9 after they blew the horn to get to 1 under.
Okay.
Going into the next morning, I had to go finish. So I felt really good going into that final 9 holes on, I guess that would be Saturday or Sunday at that point. Yeah, it must have been Sunday at that point because they cut it to 3 rounds. So I hit a good tee shot off of 10, hit a little thin one, hit a good chip to 6 feet, missed it. That was not great for the confidence starting off early in the morning, cold. Get to the next tee, wind ripping off the right, super windy that morning. I hit an overdraw, like 8-iron. It hits like the grass lip of the bunker and shoots up against the back lip. I leave that one in the bunker, barely get the next one out, chip it to like 6 feet, miss, make triple. And I'm like, all right, well, needed some birdies after that, and I threw a couple in there, made another double on 18, but at that point I was already kind of out of the number. So I don't want to say I wasn't fully focused and dialed in because I was still trying, but
Sure.
my mind was definitely elsewhere at that point. But absolutely still a fun week. You can blame the doubles, you can blame all that, but both rounds I was strokes gained minus 2.5 on the greens, and I missed the cut by 5. So
Yeah.
I chalk it up to that, really. Make a couple more putts,
Yeah.
and I would have at least had a chance. So
How much
Is
has your
putting your like weakest part of your game, if you would call it that, or
it's weird. It used to be kind of my strongest part of my game. Like I used to putt it great, and then something about the last like 3 or 4 months, I've been putting it just terrible. Um, like even in the Monday qualifier, I shot 7 under par. I lost a shot and a half on the greens that day compared to a PGA Tour field. So that's like, I'm like, if I could just get the putter rolling at some point. So I went back to Florida after that, did a bunch of work with my coach, figured out I should probably be using some form of a face balance putter when I was using a Newport 2 blade. So that had something to do with it. So I've done some experimenting with that. I got a couple face balance options going into Canada, and I'm feeling a lot more confident about it now. It's just weird. I've always been some kind of a toe hang guy, and something changed in my stroke. Something changed. You guys know how it is. You never know
right?
what
Yeah.
changes or
Yeah,
why.
for
It's
sure.
just
So
so we made that change.
are you a stats and numbers guy? You've said a bunch. You were plus this on the field and minus this, and
I'm not huge into it. I use Decade Golf. My coach is a Decade guy with Scott Fawcett and all that. So I
Oh,
don't.
Scott's your coach? Cool.
No, Scott's not my coach. My
Oh,
coach
I'm sorry.
knows Scott.
Okay.
Yeah, but I put him in just because I think it's good. Like after every round, I put my tournaments in. I look at where I lost shots and just kind of. I think it's good to know because it's easy to like misdiagnose what was bad in your golf game on a certain day.
right.
Has your life changed much since this summer?
No.
No, not one bit.
Yeah, no. Like I mean,
Cool.
obviously, like I have. I mean, like the money aspect of it, like I'm much more comfortable. Like I was kind of like trying to figure out how I was going to pay for Canada. My family was all trying to like chip in money and stuff like that. But I'm relatively set-ish in that category now. But other than
Good.
that, like nobody recognizes me. Like I still go about the same stuff. Like nothing's really changed.
And you got the best man bun in the game, dude. I mean, let's
I don't
be
know. I
honest,
mean,
right?
Marcel Seam is the go to that though. Like I can't
Okay,
take that
that's
away
true.
from him.
Seam, you're right. Seam is okay, the
Like
second
he's
best,
had
but
it forever, but I'll take second best for
yeah, there
sure.
we go. I like it. Okay, so how did you get Cantor status? Is it just how
Q
you've been
school.
playing? Through okay, through Q school. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good.
Mission in first week of March. I finished solo 10th. That was the last spot that got guaranteed starts, and I got out of that parking lot as fast as possible.
So we got a couple of buddies on Cantor. We got Charles Huntsinger. He's a friend of the
Okay.
show. Who else, Mike? Matty Ryan sometimes plays
Yeah.
on Cantor. I'm checking Cantor right now to see. Let's see. I don't see anybody there that I recognize, but now we have another friend of the show, Mike Sweeney, who's on Cantor. How many weeks is Cantor, and are you going to play all of them?
I believe it's 10 tournaments. I'm exempt for the first 5.
Okay.
I'll definitely be at the first 3. I can guarantee that. I have all my flights booked for the first 3. I might have something going on during the 4th event. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to get to that one yet. So that'll be kind of play it by ear, but I'm definitely be at the first 3.
Okay. And then depending on how you play, then you'll have more status on to the final 5.
Yeah. So they do a reshuffle after the first 5 events. So obviously, if I don't know exactly how well or how poorly you have to play to make it through that reshuffle, but I'm guessing if you go out there, make a couple of cuts, like I think you'll be fine for the rest of the season. But
Okay.
What do you have set any goals for Cantor? I mean, obviously you want to win every single one, but
no, I mean I've learned it's better to not have expectations for anything. Like you can have your goal, like you're going there with the mindset of winning,
right.
but like if you have certain expectations and they don't go your way, I think it's a lot easier to get down on yourself and beat yourself up. Whereas if you just sit there and go, man, golf is golf. Like my plan was win, but if I miss the
Right.
cut, if I finish 20th, if I finish 5th, like I don't see myself like sulking over it or being super happy or super up, super down. I've always kind of been that way where I can just kind of ride the wave and I just kind of go with the flow. So
Right.
What was the last job you had?
last job I had, well, the last 2 winters I worked at a public course called Florida Club down in Stuart, Florida.
Okay.
I did that up until I Monday qualified for that event in Alabama. So
And then that was it.
yeah, and then I mean they closed for a couple weeks due to aeration, and I was like, all right, well, I mean I'm only here for another month anyway, so I might as well just spend this month playing golf, and that's what it is. So
But then in Ryan's article, you took an assistant pro position at a club in New York, right? In 2021,
yeah,
a couple years ago.
2021, yeah,
Okay.
summer of 21. Yep.
Just doing standard assistant pro teaching, pro shop stuff,
Yep,
tournaments.
you got it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got to play. I got to play like the Met Open, the New York State Open, all that stuff. So that was fun. Got
Yeah.
to see some nice golf courses. Yep. But definitely, I wouldn't say I loved it by any means, but
Yeah.
it was definitely all the people I met there are great. I'm still in touch with my boss, the head pro. I'm still in touch with a bunch of people from there, and they're all supporting me and hope I do well. I'd love to get out there this summer during one of the off weeks as well. Just go
Dude,
see
that's so
everybody
cool,
would be
man.
great.
Okay, so now this thing about bowling, you're a really good bowler. I mean, I gotta get
I
into.
used to be. I
We're
used
gonna
to
we're
be.
gonna talk about bowling, Mike. So you
Yeah,
have
please.
7 perfect games. When was your first perfect game?
That's a great question. I remember like the info about it. I don't remember the date. Like I remember what ball I was using. I remember what lanes I was on. I remember all that stuff. I don't. As to the year,
How old were you?
I was probably 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. I didn't start bowling until I was like 16. So,
So it took you 2 years to bowl your first perfect game. And how did you get into bowling?
well, my parents got divorced when I was kind of young. I think I was 13 or 14. Like I think I was a freshman in high school. So like my dad was just trying to look for something to do with my sister and I. And he had a great friend of his that was a bowler. So we started just going bowling. And then, he bought us bowling balls. We got our shoes. And then I started bowling tournaments. And then, because I mean, living in Connecticut, there's winter, so you can't golf. So I had something to do in the winter. Um, and then it just kind of ballooned from there. I started working at a bowling alley, drilling bowling balls, bowling like tournaments almost on a weekend, like weekly basis. And then I moved to Florida. And then I don't think I've bowled any competitive games since. Like I've gone bowling with my friends a couple times, but ever since I moved to Florida, golf was a year-round thing. I had no need to bowl anymore.
Do you still always smoke your friends at the lanes? Like no matter what, you're
I
like you're
wouldn't
gonna go
say.
out and
I
shoot like
mean,
or bowl like 220.
no, not. I mean, if I go
No?
out there and I just use like the house ball and the house shoes, like I'm probably
Okay.
shooting the same scores as everybody else. But like if I brought my own ball and shoes out there, I'm sure I could shoot
Oh, you
somewhere around
gotta be that guy.
200.
You gotta
But
intimidate him. Just
I'm
bring it.
definitely not that guy. Definitely, I don't even know if it. Like to be honest, I don't know if the ball fits my hand
You could
anymore. Like
even
I haven't
just
touched them
step
in
it up
4
once and
years.
like bring your own drill or something. Be like, guys, I need to drill my new holes in here and just smoke everybody.
No, I
Were
mean
you
we definitely we played a mini tour event in Port St. Lucie a few weeks ago. Me and my 2 friends, Peter and Taylor, who I'm
okay?
actually traveling through Canada with Taylor, and me and Peter played in the same group that day. Both shot 4 under. Played each other in a playoff. He beat me in the playoff, and then we all went bowling after, and it was
I
a great
love
time.
it. And who did
Yeah,
you and who won? Who won at bowling?
I don't want to say, but it wasn't the other guys. It wasn't them.
Oh, I love it. Man, oh man. So were you a better bowler in your teens than you were a golfer?
Probably not. No.
No? Okay. You still
Like
you still played
I
quite a
think
bit then.
I was like I never stopped golfing. Like I was playing on my high school team still while I was doing all that. But I think bowling at 300 is like for people who don't bowl is like crazy.
Yeah.
But like you don't have to be that good to shoot a 300 if you're like an average, like if you're a regular bowler. To be fair, like
I
there's a lot of people that have bowled a 300 game.
sure, sure. Well, I'm not one of them.
Right, yeah. But I mean,
Oh
Yeah,
man.
I'm happy to just bowl a 100.
Yeah.
And that's with
triple
bumpers.
digits.
I was gonna say
Triple
that's
And
with
digits.
that's
That's a good
with,
start.
that's with bumpers too.
Oh my
No
gosh.
shame. No shame here. No shame here.
None at all, man. Oh, that's so great.
So
Okay,
what was
so
your biggest adjustment to Florida golf? You know, I know you said
ooh, yeah.
you came back to get used to the grass up here for going to Cantor, but was there any did you struggle when you first got down to Florida because it was just completely different?
I mean, I think it was just the short game wise. So I had the Phil Mickelson short game CD when I was growing up.
Yep.
Nice.
And he was big on like the hinge and hold, which is like real
Yeah.
leading edge ball first. And
Yeah.
then that doesn't work in Bermuda grass. So I had
No.
to I got linked up with a short game guy, Jerry Tucker, who I'm still very friendly with. I'll go see him maybe once a year because like I think at this point I kind of know what my tendencies are and what to look for. And he completely changed that for me. Taught me how to use the bounce, taught me how to do all this stuff, and then so now I think I can adjust to just about any grass and any lie, but it's just the thick rough up here is so different that you don't get that stuff down in Florida.
Right. Yeah.
What's your approach? So what kind of golfer are you? You seem like a very chill kind of guy to the game and just, I mean, you like your stats and everything, but do you have like a mental approach to each tournament that you stick to, like show up an hour early? Do you have a routine?
I mean, yeah, like as far as the mental approach, I mean, I try to treat every round of golf kind of like it's the same thing. Like my favorite saying is practice like you play, so when you play it feels like practice.
Yeah.
Right.
I told that to the high school girls team in New York the first day I got there, and they thought I was an idiot. So that's fun. Um, so like regardless of what I'm playing, whether it's a Corn Ferry event, a minor league event, just playing with my dad, just like playing at TPC River Highlands today, like I try to go in there with the mindset that like the golf shot's just the golf shot. It doesn't matter what the scenario is. So I feel like for me that keeps me relaxed in pressure situations for the most part.
Yeah.
But as far as like the range and like doing stuff before, like I like to go to the putting green first, follow it up by warming up with range balls, putt for like 5 more minutes, get
Sure.
to the tee. That's about it.
Was the hole in one your first, or what was
That
that
was my
for you?
third.
That was your third. Okay. When was
Yeah.
your first?
First one in a tournament though. First one in a tournament.
First one in a tournament. Okay.
Yeah. I think my first might have been 2017.
Okay.
My dad and I played in a 2-man league, Holy Family League. It's like a church here in Connecticut at a local golf course called Cedar Knob, where my old coach, who kind of was teaching me from the time I was 10 till 20 years old, he was the head pro there. So I made it. I think it was like a pitching wedge from like 150, something like that. It was my first one, 2017.
Okay.
And I think I made another one 2020-ish during COVID at a PGA golf club in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And then my third one is obviously at in Alabama there.
Yeah. I love this quote too, Mike. It says, I either have to pay to play golf or pay to play for a place to live. I couldn't really afford to do both.
Yeah, 100%. That was about as accurate as it gets right there.
And you chose your dream, man. I love it.
I was like, yeah, I moved to Florida to play golf. Like, what would I be doing if I wasn't playing golf? Like, why would I? What would the point be?
Yeah. Well,
Bowling.
what would you be doing? I mean, if you weren't doing this,
Bowling.
besides bowling.
I have no idea, honestly.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, like ever since I was like 13, 14, golf's been the main goal, the main thing I love doing. And like I was a big hockey guy growing up. I played hockey for 7, 8 years. Like I played basketball. My dad played in college. So like basketball was always a part of the family. I played baseball. Like I played all the sports, but like golf was the one that really just stuck with me since I was a kid. So
What was it about golf that you liked over all the other sports?
I really don't know. I mean, maybe it was you could just go out there alone and do it. Like you didn't need anyone else around for it to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like baseball, you need a team. Basketball, you need a team.
Right.
Hockey, there was a team. Like golf, you just like the amount of days I spent walking around this 9-hole course in my hometown by myself for 27 holes and just enjoying my day. Like I didn't need anybody else around. I was just happy to be out there.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite city to play in?
Favorite city.
I mean, you're a well-traveled dude, so Played lots of golf around.
To be fair, I really haven't traveled all that much. I
Okay.
mean, like I played Alabama. I went to the Monday in Missouri. Other than that, I mean, I played like one mini tour event in one of the Carolinas somewhere.
Where was it at in
Um,
Missouri?
it was the Kansas City one, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually bought one of the putter I'm currently using and the putter I'll be using in Canada. I bought it in the pro shop the Sunday night before the Monday qualifier. So
Nice.
I was still trying to figure out what I liked face balance wise. What I had was not doing it for me. I was like, we'll just go. We'll see what this thing does for me.
Is that still in the
I mean,
bag?
it is. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to roll with. So
Love it.
as far as favorite city, I mean, I guess I got to go Cromwell, man. TPC River Highlands is pretty hard to beat.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a beautiful golf course. So
Love it. Okay, so you're also I want to know about this music that you make with your buddy too. I mean,
yeah.
we got to get into the hip hop. Talk about your music, man.
Yeah, so a friend of mine, his name's Mike as well, so we call
Yeah.
him Mackle. We call me Mike.
Okay.
Mackle's his rap name, artist
Sure.
name, whatever you want to call it. And we started making music in my dad's. He bought a house after my parents got divorced, and I had like a little knockoff studio in my closet. And then during the summer, my friends would all come over when I was like 18 years old. We'd make music there. That's where it started. And then eventually we kind of realized like he's a pretty good singer and that like I could kind of rap pretty well. So we kind of just him and I started just kind of making music together. And I think we just put out our 4th album together, if I'm not mistaken.
Can we find you on Spotify?
Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming platforms, YouTube. Just look up it's Kim Leah, Cimleah. Both of our names are Michael, so we just kind of rearranged the letters and Kim Leah. That's our group name at the moment.
I
So
love it. Listener, write that down. We'll give you a second to write that down. Give us that again.
Kim Leah, Cimleah. New
There you
album's
go.
called TTS.
I love it.
That's going to be a trivia question in the future.
That will be a trivia
I
question
hope
in the
so.
future when we have you back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as the music, we don't really we don't expect anything out of it. We don't look to blow up. We enjoy doing it. We just put it up there. Like we don't promote it at all. We don't do anything. Well, obviously I'm promoting it now, but
yeah, you are. Do it.
Before we never we don't expect to blow up. Like golf's my love. Like music's a hobby and it's great.
Yeah.
If it gains some traction, we're not going to be opposed to it, but
Mike, we're here to get you sponsors and to blow you up. So this is your pitch, man.
I could see another music video. You're gonna get Bubba and Ricky again, and
we need the golf. Mike, you need 2 other dudes to do the modern day golf boys or whatever. Whatever they call themselves.
Those songs were terrible.
They were terrible,
but they're so funny.
They're great. Like they're legendary. But I mean, we could definitely piece some better stuff together than that.
Take it up a notch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what kind of course do you like playing? You have a tree line length, does it matter?
See, I'm kind of weird like that. I'm not a huge golf course guy. Like some guys like they really they drool over golf courses and stuff like that. Like it doesn't really bother me what the golf course is. Like I played tournaments at Bethpage. I played these little tight 6,500-yard courses in Florida. It's just like it doesn't really matter to me. Like yeah, like I'm approaching each golf shot the same way, regardless of what the course is. So it's like I've never been that guy who's like, oh man, I get to go play this course, that course, that course. It doesn't really matter to me. Like I'm perfectly content playing the Florida club. Like it really doesn't bother me at all.
Do you have any courses that would be on that list of, I get to go? I mean, you would be stoked to play Augusta.
Yeah, like where do you want to play?
I feel like that's the simple answer, right? Like everybody would want to go to Augusta. My friend Peter's a member at Marion. That would be a pretty fun one, I think, obviously. Like other than that, I'm just not really like I don't itch to go anywhere. Like obviously, like if I want to go play these courses, I want it to be like in a PGA Tour event.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Like that's so. As far as like just going to play them, like that doesn't really get my juices flowing. Like I just golf's golf, and like regardless of
Right.
what the course is, like I'm just playing golf. So
Yeah. Well, what motivates you then?
I just love golf, and I love beating people, and I love seeing how I can improve and shooting as low a score as I can, and just I always feel like there's like golf's a never ending path to get better, right? Like no one's ever
Mhm.
perfected the game. It's just fun to see like at this point last year versus right now what the differences are. And it's like this point last year I just finished fifth in the Mass State Open, and I was like ecstatic. And then
Mhm.
I lost in a playoff at US Open Finals actually a year ago yesterday.
Wow.
And like so I think back then it's like, okay, like that was the best I'd ever gotten. That was the closest I've ever gotten to doing this. And now it's like I'm at this point, I've got Canada status. I Mondayed into a Corn Ferry event. And it's just I think that's so fun to see how your life changes and grows from year to year.
So it's safe
Right.
to say that your life has improved in the past year, and like the big changes from fifth in the
100%.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it,
Yeah.
dude.
100%.
You're like you're just like the man's man of golf. You just like golf because it's golf. I love it. You just want to
Yeah.
play wherever the hell it is.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, I mean, everyone's always like, oh man, like, can't you wait to get on the PGA tour, make millions? I'm like, I've been broke my whole life up until like a month ago. So it's
Mhm.
like the money's never been it for me. But like, obviously, that would be great to just have a
Sure.
comfortable life
Yeah.
financially. But it's just like, I've always just loved playing golf, and playing tournament golf, especially, is the most fun.
Okay, so back to music. So you're on the road trip, you're by yourself or you're with a buddy. Who you playing? Who's going on Spotify?
Ooh. Can I give you my top five rappers?
Please do.
Number one, Eminem, easy choice.
All the way.
I mean, hard to beat. Number two, Hobson. I don't know if you guys know Hobson at all.
Nope.
Nope. Kind of underground guy. Go look him up. Really cool.
Sells
Number three,
sells be writing these stuff down.
yep, please. Number three, we're going Cassidy. I don't know if you guys know Cassidy at all.
Nope.
Philadelphia, big battle rap legend kind of guy.
Okay.
Number four, Yellow Wolf from Alabama.
Okay. Nope. Never
No,
heard.
nobody. Yeah, usually people hear Eminem and then they don't know the other ones. But
They will now. They will now.
yeah, number five, we're going Tech Nine.
Okay. I've heard of Tech Nine. Okay. So
Yeah,
are they going
those are generally the ones that are kind of just on rotation.
on rotation the whole road trip? All hip hop.
Uh, Generally, yeah. I mean, I might go a
Okay.
little bit of pop, maybe a little Britney Spears, just something to change the
Oh
vibe up every
yeah,
now and then.
dude. Wait, like
Some
old
Rihanna
Britney?
maybe, but
Like old
yeah,
Britney?
I
Like
mean,
oops, I did it again.
yeah, like Toxic era,
Hell
that kind of
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Mike Sweeney listens to Britney. So do I. That's great. I
I
love
mean, you
it.
can't be upset about that at all.
No,
Said it
not
You
at
before.
all.
can't be.
So what's the go-to Eminem album? Are we like talking like 8 Mile Days or
I mean, I like all of them, dude. Like some like people say the new stuff's really bad. I'm like, I don't like. I think it's still like crazy good. Like I love all of it. But I mean, it's hard to go against the Eminem show, right? Like that's the classic
sure,
one.
sure.
That was the one that like I grew up listening to Eminem when I was driving to hockey practice. My dad always had the Eminem CDs in his car.
Yeah.
So that's why I've always been an Eminem guy, and that's just always how it'll be. So like the Eminem show, Encore, the 8 Mile track, all of those are just very nostalgic, and just like I'm never gonna get sick of listening to those albums.
Do you turn it up when you're pulling into the parking lot of a tour event? Like do you bump it at least a little bit to let everybody know Sweeney's
Yeah,
here?
usually you can ask any of my friends. The music's generally louder in my car as opposed to quieter.
Yeah.
I'm a big windows down, play whatever I'm playing kind
Do
of
you
guy.
have woofers in your trunk?
I do not.
You
No,
do not.
basic.
Okay. Fair enough.
I couldn't afford that, obviously.
Sure.
So whatever the stock speakers were, that's what we got to run with. So
Oh my gosh, that's so great. All right. So when do you fly to Canada? Soon? Next week? Is
Sunday, yeah, Sunday the
you fly out
11th. What's
Sunday?
that? 4 or 5 days from now? Is it today Wednesday? Tuesday?
Yep.
Tuesday.
All right.
So yeah, like 5, 6 days.
And have you seen the course? Have you ever played the course?
Nope. I've been to
Okay.
Canada once for a hockey tournament when I was like
Okay.
11, and never been back since. So
And your passport is legit. It's up to date.
passport's
Okay.
good. Passport's
Okay,
good till
good.
2027. We're good there.
You got to
was
cross
step
that
one.
off the
Check
board.
that out.
Okay.
Yeah, check that out. Make sure that was clean.
You get practice rounds, right?
I sure hope so. As far as I know, we would. I don't know why
Okay.
we wouldn't,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Okay. Standard tour event. Okay.
yeah. Like
I
I said,
love
I've
it.
never been on a Canadian tour before, so I'm literally going up there. we're gonna figure it out as we go.
Besides your coaches, any players give you advice in the past month or so on tour?
Um, yeah, I mean, not crazy. I mean, just like dudes who say like a lot of like during the Corn Ferry event, just guys, kid, they saw it, said like, "Hey, what's up, man? I saw your story. Like, congrats, good luck this week," stuff like that. Um, my coach is good friends with Jim Herman, so like
Okay.
he's given me a lot of advice. Like, I've gotten a lot of Jim's old clubs throughout the years and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So but yeah, basically just my coach and then friends of mine pretty much. I don't really have any like tour player friends or anything like that. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the works. Tiger's gonna get ready to send me a text later tonight. So
Okay. So let's talk. So do you want to talk live? You
we
obviously
can
heard the
talk
news.
whatever you want to talk. Absolutely, yeah.
You heard about the news today, right?
I did. Yep.
Do you have any thoughts about any of it?
I mean, if I was a PGA Tour guy, I'd be pretty upset about it. But the
Yeah.
live guys made out like villains on that one.
Like who's more upset? Like the guys that got off that turned down like the 100, like Zalatoris and Morikawa, I think, and Rahm all turned down like hundreds of millions. And then to now to happen. Would you, if you were a player and approached by Liv, would you take that opportunity?
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say no. Like I said, like I grew up my whole life broke. Like
Sure.
they're gonna pay me a bunch of money to play golf competitively. Like
Yeah.
I've never been on the PGA Tour, so like I don't have any loyalty to anybody. So I mean, it's like I'd love to sit here and say, "Oh no," like it's against but
Sure.
like let's be honest, anybody that's in my position and has been grinding on the mini tours for the last 3 years, they would absolutely go to live.
Fully respect that. Totally
Yeah.
respect that. Who's your Mount Rushmore of golfers?
Sergio Garcia.
Okay. Who else?
That's it.
Sneaky one. He's always been my favorite. Don't know why.
That's the first.
Yeah, I don't know why he's always been my favorite. Like I used to,
Okay.
every time I went to the Travelers growing up, we'd follow
Yeah.
Sergio. And I'm a big Jason Kokrak guy too. After the last few years, I followed him for 18 at TPC Boston one year. And then as far as like, I'm a big Max Homa guy as far as the golf swing goes. I feel like I try
Yeah.
to take some of the elements of his swing and
Ooh, shout out Max.
stuff like
Okay.
that. Yeah. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of anyone specifically per se. I mean, I watch a lot of the Bryan Bros on YouTube, so I like
Yeah.
following Wesley Bryan as well and what he's doing.
Yeah. they're
And
good.
he played behind me in the group at the Travelers Monday
Okay.
last year. So I was always like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like I grew up being a fan of Wesley, and now he's right here in the group behind me. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That is neat, man.
Any rules of golf you would change?
Oh,
Ball in a divot in the fairway.
are you
Correct
kidding me?
answer. Correct
So
answer.
that's funny. Have you listened to any of our shows, Sweeney?
I have not. No, I looked you guys up when you first emailed me. I was like, oh yeah, they got you. I recognized some of the names you guys were talking
Sure.
to. I was like, yeah, this sounds sweet.
Well, what's funny is because that's the answer that Mike always looks for. Mike's a big rules guy, and he always bitches about when his ball's in the divot in the fairway. And that's
Yeah,
the
I
one
mean,
that's the one that he would change.
stupid, doesn't it?
No, it
Seems
does. I
stupid,
get
doesn't
it. I'm with you, but
Yeah.
it's funny that you said that and you didn't hear any of our episodes. That's good.
It's not as important to
Yeah.
Eddie because he's usually not in the fairway.
Because I'm not in the fairway,
Yeah.
so I hit out of divots out of the rough.
Play it as it lies.
It's probably my own divot too. Oh my gosh.
From the day before.
From the day before, for sure. All right, let's do some rapid fire. These are fun.
Let's do it.
Favorite club in your bag?
Ooh, 5-iron.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Do you prefer?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. You're good. It's just a
go.
weird thing. I've always like if I have like a 5 or a 4-iron,
That is
I almost
weird.
feel
I
like my
hate my
chances of
5-iron.
hitting it almost feel like the chances of me hitting it tight are better than if I have a 9-iron for some reason.
Okay, fair enough. Dog leg left or right?
Left.
All right.
Wind or rain?
gotta
Which would
play
you rather
one.
play in?
Wind. Absolutely.
No way.
Rain is miserable.
Hate it. I'd rather be soaked.
Oh
That's
god.
just because I'm a shitty wind player. But
Gotta flight it down a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know how to, Sweeney. Come on. Front pin or back pin?
Back pin. I like the low skippers.
Oh,
Mm,
with your 5
Nice.
iron.
yeah,
This answer, draw or fade? You,
draw.
yeah. Sells. Go ahead.
So 310-yard water guarding the front. You're going for it off the tee.
If it's down breeze, yes.
Into
It's into
5
the
iron.
breeze, it's a lay. Yeah, it's got to be a layup if it's into. Absolutely.
I think we know what this one is, but if you could play golf with anybody, Sweeney, who would it be?
Ooh, anybody at all?
Sure.
Living dead.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm gonna go Mo Norman.
Oh my gosh.
nice.
What
I
an
feel like
answer.
I gotta witness that
Wow.
in person. I gotta witness that in person. I have
Hell
to.
yeah. That's the best answer we've ever heard on this show.
there we
That's
go.
so good.
Most natural ball striker in golf.
That's what I'm
Even-
saying. Like it looks crazy, but like I
It-
gotta see. I want it. I wish I could see that in person.
Even almost better than my hero, Ben Hogan, but oh my
I
gosh.
was thinking Ben Hogan, but I was like, that's
Yeah.
too simple. Like his golf swing's too good. Like I just want to I
Yeah.
want to see Mo Norman hit it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Mo
Nice.
Norman. What an answer.
All right. So
Listener, you
let's-
need to go look up Mo Norman right now. Go ahead, Sels.
Absolutely.
So let's say, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Who's your honorary starters at the Masters when we're all a bit older?
Kind of like Jack, Arnie, and Gary, those three. Who do you see?
Yeah.
Who do you see?
Who's
doing that?
who's your honorary 3 when you have gray hair?
Like us?
Does it have to be PGA Tour guys, or can it be anybody?
It-
Oh, it can be any.
I mean, it does for this one. Yeah, let's do
Okay.
PG, and then give us whomever. Yeah,
All right, we'll go. PGA Tour guys. We'll go Sergio. Obviously, he's a winner at the Masters. I'd love to like Jim Herman, just because I've got a lot of his clubs. I'm still using his set of irons I've gotten from 2 years ago. So we'll go Jim and his driver head actually. If there's 3 of them,
There's 3.
third guy, we will go. Trying to go a little under the radar here. Somebody, maybe like Chucky 3 Sticks, Charles Howell the third.
Nice.
I can see it in 2070. Whomever the chairman is 4, please. Now driving Jim Herman,
There you go.
and then
And he
Sergio,
just hits this little like bullet 2-yard draw down the middle, right as you'd expect.
and then Chucky. Chucky's great too. Boy, I love Chucky. What a 3. I love it. We got Mo Norman, Jim Herman, Chucky 3 Sticks, and Sergio in the matter of 10 minutes, Sweeney. Amazing.
Hey.
This is good. Okay, so after Canadian, after you get status, are you going to then do like PGA Tour Q School? Is that kind of a goal after this summer?
Well, the goal is to finish top 5 on the Canadian Tour, so I'm guaranteed Corn Ferry status. I can just go straight to final stage. But obviously, if that doesn't happen, then yeah, I mean that seems like the logical next step. Obviously, financially, hopefully, I didn't blow it all of it in Canada. All the money that I got, hopefully, I don't blow it all in Canada. I can still afford it. But yeah, I would say that's the logical next step.
Love it.
Well, we both live in Boise, so when you make the Albertsons, you let us know.
Boise. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so they do
Gotcha.
the playoffs are here, and I think Boise is
Oh,
the third.
okay.
I think-
Is it the third leg or the fourth leg? Sales.
The Corn
I don't
Ferry
remember-
playoffs we're talking?
Corn
It
Ferry,
is, yeah. Sweeney,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We
I don't
cover
remember
it.
because it's changed. It used to be final event, and then I think we're third.
I think it is the third. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk.
Be sweet.
Are you a long guy? Do you hit it long? What's your swing speed? What's your driver?
I'm nowadays I'm cruising around like 120.
Okay.
So I mean I'm above average, but I wouldn't
Sure.
say I'm like crazy long by any means.
What are your thoughts on this roll back of the ball? And does golf have a distance problem, do you think, or what are your thoughts?
Nah, it seems extremely stupid to me. I mean, I haven't
Yeah.
read into it a whole lot, but I mean, making people hit the ball shorter, making the game less fun. Like people like watching long drives. Like that's what people like seeing because like anybody can make a 10-footer, but there's not that many people that can carry it 310. You know what I
Right.
mean? I don't think golf has a distance issue at all, but I mean, like you've
I,
probably heard this a million times. Firm up the golf course, grow up the rough, the scores won't be as low. That
Yep.
seems
Yeah.
pretty
yeah.
straightforward to me.
It's pretty
Yeah.
standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the majority of all the distance increases come from athlete performance, not from,
Yeah.
secret hot clubs. So you're
Correct.
de-incentivizing guys who are working out, but in the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Say like a year ago, I was 100, like 115, 116 swing speed. I got in the gym a bunch. I put on some weight. I did some speed training. I'm now
Okay.
around 120 most of the time. Like it's not rocket science how to do it. Obviously, Bryson showed us that it can be done
Yeah.
apparently in a pretty short period of time. So
Right.
Yeah. His transformation backwards was pretty wild too.
yeah.
Are you do you have watch any TV shows while you're on the road? What are you watching right now?
Not really a big TV guy. Like I said,
Yeah.
like I mean, I lived in a car, so there wasn't a lot of television. I'm a big YouTube guy. I like watching
Sure.
and learning stuff on YouTube and golf content, like all the old Tiger highlights from when he's winning tournaments, stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So most of the time you'll find me on YouTube watching something before bed, but or if I can get the PGA Tour telecast on or whatever golf is on TV, we'll watch that.
Yeah. Well, being on the road, you have minimal bills, so you just have gas bill really for your car and or
Yeah,
hotel and food really.
exactly. Yeah. So, yeah.
Sells, what do you got?
Man, I'm just excited to see you start the Can Tour.
I know.
Same here. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Should be fun.
But you got some support up there besides players? Is any of your family going to go up, or is it just you and your homies and Eminem?
For the first three events, I think it's just me and my friend Taylor K. Green, who also made it. He was also the bubble boy at a different site this year for Q School.
What's his name?
Taylor K. Green.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Needham, Mass. I'm from Enfield, Connecticut. We're like an hour and a half apart, but we actually met down in Florida.
Okay.
So he's actually coming here to play TPC River Highlands tomorrow. But him and I are traveling together.
Split the
I think
cost and love it.
Yeah, exactly. My dad was talking about potentially coming to the one in Ottawa, which I think is like the fifth event, something like that. But the first three events, it's just me and him. I mean, I do know a couple of the guys on the tour, like Nolan Ray. I got paired with him in that Corn Ferry event. He Mondayed in as well. He has Canada. So Eric Behringer I know as well. So, I mean, I know a couple of guys, but other than that, we're just kind of riding solo for the most part.
Playing golf and partying in Canada. Do you have any sponsors yet?
I have a sponsor that isn't really golf related that has been helping me out with my entry fees. I actually met them when I was living in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell them that I was living in my car at that time. I'm pretty sure they know now, or actually maybe they don't, but I would like to think they probably figured it out with all the stuff that was going on around me. But yeah, Imperial Testing and Engineering. They're based in Lakeland, Florida. I met them by chance. I got paired with the dad and two sons in a practice round for like the Ocala Open or something like that.
Yeah.
And I happened to play a good round that day, and they're like, "Hey man, like what can we do to help you out?" And they've been helping me ever since. So I have some connections at Puma and Cobra. Puma sent me some stuff for when I Mondayed into that Corn Ferry event. So I'm getting some hats hopefully made up right now with their logo and then my coach's indoor places logo as well.
I see it.
So,
I love it. Yeah. I see the product placement. We'll see what you did there.
Yeah. I mean, it really wasn't that warm today, so I was wearing this, but yeah.
Man, this is so cool. You're literally living our dreams, what we wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like if people like, oh, how bad was it living in your car? I'm like, dude, like I'm playing golf. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like everyone's always like, I saw like CBS News before they ever talked to me. They posted something. It was like, oh, he's been living in his car for the last 2 years trying to do it. I'm like, I lived in my car for like 3-4 months.
Yeah,
I never knew, like I was never gonna like not be able to afford dinner, like stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, but like obviously the media has to do what they got to do to sell a story, and I get
Oh,
that. But it's just funny how stuff
that
gets
headline,
twisted
they
so
got
fast.
clicks.
Right.
In April,
Yeah.
homeless golfer Mike Sweeney qualifies for Corn Ferry Tour event after sleeping in Walmart parking lot. That's her.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's her lead. It's just like, it just sounds like if you had no idea about anything in the golf industry at all,
Yeah,
you'd be
just like
like,
some dude who
some
living under a
homeless
bridge
dude
just
just
happened to shoot
qualified for
64 or something.
a
Yeah.
PGA Tour sanctioned event. This is amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's. I mean, good job, Isabel
I get
Gonzalez.
the homeless rapper a lot. People like that one.
Oh, you need
Homeless
you need to
rapper.
take that and just
Because that's
spin
what
with it.
I think that's what Ryan from Monday Q officially titled like the first one that came out.
The,
He's the only guy that I talked to that week besides like the Corn Ferry media and whatever interviews I
yeah,
did during the tournament.
Ryan's
And
great.
it just came out homeless rapper, and it just had like me shirtless and like the music video as the picture. I was like,
Yes,
this is hilarious.
you need to roll with that, dude. That's so great.
It was so great. Ryan absolutely killed that article. It was so
Yeah, he
funny,
did.
dude.
I
You
have it
should
up
get
right
a
now.
polo made that is a printout of you as the shirtless rapper. So it
Yeah,
looks like
Yeah,
you're
just-
shirtless,
you
but
gotta
you're
do
wearing
the-
a polo.
You gotta have the
Yeah.
man bun in there or something, dude. You gotta pull you gotta go with this, Sweeney.
Yeah, I'm like, if I get on like the Corn Ferry tour or something, like I start becoming like more like recognizable.
Yeah,
I definitely think I could toss up some good merch for people, and I think people would enjoy that. So
amazing. He is Mike Sweeney, the homeless golfer. He's
slash rapper.
slash rapper
Slash 300
which one-
baller.
Yeah, which one's
Yeah.
first? Yeah, 7 perfect games, 3 hole-in-ones. Sleeping in his car in Walmart parking lots. I mean, he's really not homeless, but you're a damn good story, dude, and you're a damn good person. Just having you on here, and before we let you go, let's get a little not personal, but just like let's get emotional. Like, what does golf mean to you? Like how has it changed your life? And like, yeah, tell us about why you love golf so much, because you've just talked about it just so passionately in this last hour.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know how it became that I loved it so much. It just kind of happened that way, but like it just like the amount that it means to me to like go play well, and that like I'm still improving, and that I've gotten all this support from people. It's almost hard to like put into words. Like I guarantee, like if I win a PGA Tour event in the near future, like it's like I'm gonna be shedding some wild tears. Like there's gonna be like I just know how it is, because like I think about it sometimes. I'm like, dude, that's gonna get ugly real quick. So, but that's just how it is, and that's just like I put so much of my time and effort into this to try to get to that point. And like, I mean, if you asked me 2 years ago if I thought like being on PGA Tour Canada seemed so like out of reach and so tough to pull off. Like I played the Q school, I played pretty good for me, and I finished like 50th or 60th, and I was like, wow, dude, like this is like I got to get so much better. And like now we're here, I'm on Canada, I played a Corn Ferry event, and it's just like I feel like if I played in a PGA Tour event right now, I could go compete. Like I don't think so. It's just hard to fathom like I just think back like the sacrifices I made, the things I was doing to try to improve, and like it all feels like it's starting to pay off now.
You think you would have that
But-
mindset last year that you could go compete in a PGA Tour event?
No shot.
No
No shot.
I love it.
No. Like the fact that I almost qualified for the US Open last year and lost in a playoff, like that was crazy. Like that was last year was my first time. I didn't make it through a PGA Tour pre-qualifier until last year. That was my first time making it through US Open locals. I didn't win a mini tour event until January of 2021. So, or 2020, what's it? 2022 actually.
Okay.
So like just like the last year and a half, for whatever reason, like my game has just been going up, and it's kind of crazy actually, but I'm happy, obviously.
It's the confidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Rough Fairways is executive produced by Eddie Dunn and Mike Sells. You heard it there. It just takes a little bit of confidence for anybody that is in Sweeney's position or anybody that is trying to make it on tour. Just a little bit of confidence. Look what happened to Wyndham Clark. Look what happened to Max Homa. Just a little bit of confidence. Listeners, thank you so much for checking this episode out. We do appreciate your support. Sweeney, good luck in Canada. Come home with the win. We'll see you on the road. For Mike, I'm Eddie. We are Rough Fairways. Remember, be kind to each other.